Guys, and on the third part of this, okay, I guess this is the halftime of this particular video recording. I'm not playing any basketball game or any hockey game or football game, but we're going to have to cover certain things up. I did say the Organization of the Americas in the third part of this particular video recording, the third segment. I did state Organization of the Americas, Organization of Americas. I that does not exist, but some of the documentation or some of the documents in the Central Intelligence Agency databases, they do say Organization of the Americas as the future. I just had to say, guys, you guys are going to have to let go of that. You guys are going to have to follow my orders, my instructions, and just humble yourselves. This is honestly a one-way street. I've earned it. You guys stated that you guys have worked hard over the past 2 weeks or so. Does not mean anything. You guys have been breezing over the past 20, 30 years, only hurting people and only have people doing exactly what you guys say, right or wrong. I'm the punishment. I'm the big punisher. But I'm very modest, discreet, and ethical, and very fair. You guys are going to do as I say. You guys are not going to take any credits away from me. You guys are not going to claim to have invented or co-invented any one of the policies, priorities, prerogatives, concepts, work papers, work reports, legal article, any parts of the New Societies, meaning the legal article or the book sketch published with iUniverse in 2012. I did all of that on my own because that's my job, and you guys are supposed to implement it as I have expressed, and that's your job. And you guys are supposed to re-articulate it competently and astutely as I have explained. Okay, guys? So I'm speaking of the Organization of American States, the OAS. When I said Organization of the Americas, that was just me playing with you guys' minds, but I'm communicating exactly what I meant. Organization of American States, and if you state it as Organization of the Americas colloquially within the internal offices, that's okay, but that's not going to have any sort of effect nominally or officially toward disregarding or discarding or superseding or precluding what I have expressed, what I have expressed. Okay, you guys are going to do as I say, and I'm not going to be a hooliganish. I'm not going to be a brute in enforcing you guys to do as I say. The United States military, Interpol, and the Central Intelligence Agency, top-notch Central Intelligence Agency, hidden, really controlling the fate of the United States government and the rest of the world, will make sure that you guys do as I say. Okay, guys, I am not bragging. I want you guys to take this seriously. We got to make sure that no one dies. And regarding Haiti, there's not going to be any war in Haiti. We're just going to send in a military strike. We're going to force a military strike. It's going to be completely staged as everything else regarding with respect to the world war, the global war we are now officially entering for the most part. Okay? It's just going to be a staged uh, strike on Port-au-Prince, and it's going to remove for good the president or whatever acting president is in control or whatever sort of a seated administration is in control, because this sort of melee in Haiti is just not going to come to an end over the next few months or so, because there's no plan to end it. All right, we have listened to all of the recordings. We have read all of the documents of relations. They are not going to stop having melee and confusion and chaos in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, specifically. Okay, guys, I want you guys to understand this.
Spring
It's
of
actually
2021,
March
not
13th
November
of
2022, as
2024,
the White House
and
claimed.
it's 10:24,
Additionally, the
10:25
classified
a.m.
documents were not kept
Eastern
in a
Time.
locked
I'm
closet,
still
as
here in Orlando,
asserted by the
Florida,
White House.
and this is
We've also
I'm
learned
taking
that
a look at
5 White House
CBS News.
employees and a Department of Defense employee were involved in the early stages of coordinating the organizing, moving, and removing of boxes that were later found to contain classified materials. There's no reasonable explanation as to why so many White House employees were concerned with retrieving boxes they believed contained.
As you can see, this is the same Shawn Dexter John. I'm gonna have to publish on YouTube and have reference over to link it in. Hold on.
But the White House is seeking to block.
Yes. So it's March the 12th, 2024, and I'm gonna publish another work paper. I just authored it this morning. I'm gonna have it published. right after I do publish this YouTube video recording, and it's regarding how did I the pacifist agenda of the Americas. Once again, it's denoting the pacifist agenda of the Americas. It's a protocol. It's an initiative of the Americas. It's based on the Monroe Doctrine. It's based on United States policy for the most part. It started a long time ago, from the beginning days of the United States of America, eh, in the mid to late 18th century. All right, so it's an extension of it. It's aided by the Monroe Doctrine. It's aided by the policy of the Monroe Doctrine. It's not really a statute that applies to every law within the Americas, meaning all of the member states of the Organization of Americas, but it served as the foundation for our argument, our earlier argument toward an organization of the Americas, toward the Union of the Americas, as we always intended. This has always been the intent. Okay, so I'm gonna have it published today. It's gonna be the prerogative of the pacifist agenda of the Americas, or simply the pacifist agenda of the Americas in the Caribbean community. Requested is articulation and comprehensive publication by me, specifically the person who reinitiated it as part of our discourse. I cannot, reveal that how I came up with that original prerogative, that original agenda from a very long time ago. As I have explained, I'm not going to have to expound on that particular part of top secret being declassified. I'm not here to brag. We're here to do the right thing. I'm here to do the right thing along with my whole team. Yeah, and I'm not speaking of a Caribbean delegation at all. I'm clearly African American in perspective, citizenship, and everything else, other than having been born in the Caribbean, abroad, and having moved to the United States mainland as a teenager in my earliest uh, days as a teenager for the most part. So yeah, I'm gonna have it published right away. Okay, I'm gonna publish it on YouTube. It's regarding the this video recording, and the first, including the first segment of this video recording, and the first half of this video recording, and very soon I'm gonna have published on LinkedIn the corresponding paper I did just earlier. I published it on script.com. I did about 30 minutes ago. I almost forgot that I did, but I'm gonna have it published on LinkedIn very soon, and then on my website, my professional blog, Shawn Dexter John .wordpress.com, and eventually I'm going to have it denoted or documented on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and it's backed up in Interpol and CIA databases and disclosed offices, and a few here and there disclosed offices. All right, guys.